December 26, 1996, the day after Christmas. In the quiet, wealthy suburbs of Boulder, Colorado, a frantic 911 call shatters the morning silence. A panicked mother, Patsy Ramsey, claims her 6-year-old daughter, JonBenét, has been abducted from their home. Police rush to the sprawling mansion where they find a bizarre 2.5-page ransom note. It's written on a notepad found inside the house, using a pen from the house. The note demands a very specific sum, $118,000. Curiously, this was almost the exact amount of the father's recent Christmas bonus. For the next 7 hours, police, family, and friends wait for the kidnapper's call. The house, tragically, is never properly secured. People walk freely throughout, contaminating what would become one of America's most infamous crime scenes. Growing impatient, the father, John Ramsey, is asked by police to search the house one more time. He heads down to the basement, into a dark, windowless storage room. And there, he finds her. She hadn't been kidnapped. She had been there the entire time. JonBenét Ramsey was dead. She had been strangled with a homemade garrote and suffered a fractured skull from a massive blow to the head. The perfect family Christmas had turned into the scene of a horrifying murder. The question was no longer if she was gone, but who had taken her life. Tonight, we unseal one of the coldest and most perplexing case files in American history. From the very beginning, the investigation split into two conflicting theories that have divided experts and the public for decades. The first theory, the intruder. The Ramsey family has always insisted that an unknown attacker broke into their home and was responsible for the murder. They point to a broken basement window as the point of entry. A suitcase was found placed directly beneath it as if to stage an entry or escape. Most importantly, a small amount of unknown male DNA was discovered under JonBenét's fingernails and inside her underwear. This DNA did not match anyone in the family or anyone they knew. This piece of forensic evidence has been the cornerstone of the intruder theory, suggesting a mysterious killer slipped in and out of the house that night, leaving behind only the tiniest trace of his identity. But the intruder theory has major problems. Why would a kidnapper break into a home, then spend 20 to 30 minutes carefully writing a long, rambling ransom note using the family's own pen and paper? Why demand such a small, specific ransom amount only to kill the victim in the basement without ever making the promised phone call? The logistics just don't seem to add up for a typical abduction scenario. The killer's actions seemed personal, disorganized, and strangely comfortable within the Ramsey home, leading investigators to look closer at the people inside. This leads us to the second, more disturbing theory, that the killer was someone in the family. The Boulder police, and soon the public, grew suspicious of the parents, John and Patsy, and even JonBenét's 9-year-old older brother, Burke. The circumstantial evidence against them was baffling and deeply troubling. The garrote used to strangle JonBenét was fashioned from a piece of cord and the broken handle of a paintbrush. That paintbrush belonged to Patsy Ramsey. Then there was the ransom note itself. Handwriting experts were divided, but several prominent analysts concluded with a high degree of certainty that Patsy Ramsey had written it, perhaps attempting to disguise her own handwriting. And then there's the pineapple. JonBenét's autopsy revealed undigested pineapple in her stomach, meaning she had eaten it shortly before her death. On the kitchen counter, police found a bowl of pineapple with a spoon in it. When questioned, both John and Patsy Ramsey insisted they had no memory of their daughter eating pineapple that night. They claimed she was asleep when they got home from a Christmas party. Yet the physical evidence proved she had been awake and had eaten the fruit. Someone in that house was not telling the truth. The pineapple became a symbol of the deception and mystery shrouding the case. For decades, the case has been a relentless media circus. The story of a 6-year-old beauty queen murdered in her own home, a wealthy family under a cloud of suspicion, a badly bungled police investigation, and a mountain of circumstantial evidence pointing in every possible direction. Was it a sadistic stranger who managed to leave his DNA behind, but nothing else? Or was it a tragic accident, a moment of rage inside the home, followed by a frantic, staged kidnapping to cover up an unthinkable truth? The inconsistencies are maddening. How do you explain the foreign DNA if it was the family? But how do you explain the note, the garrote, and the pineapple if it was an intruder? The broken window showed no clear signs of a forced entry, and there were no footprints in the snow outside the house. The ransom note itself is a psychological puzzle. Was it a genuine demand for money or a piece of elaborate literary misdirection written by a panicked parent? Every piece of evidence seems to contradict another, creating a web of confusion that has trapped this case in limbo for over 25 years. To this day, the unknown male DNA has never been matched to anyone in any criminal database. The true author of the ransom note has never been definitively identified, and the sequence of events that took place in the Ramsey house on Christmas night 1996 remains a dark, unsolved mystery. The file on who killed JonBenét Ramsey remains open, its secrets still waiting to be uncovered. We post new investigations into chilling cases just like this one every single week. If you want to help us uncover the truth, subscribe to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell. The next clue could be just around the corner. Thanks for watching.